Hey guys, Philosopher here, and today I'm going to showcase Deathpool in DD4. I will show you my Deathpool later. She is currently 6 red stars, 7. She doesn't have, or excuse me, she's 5 red stars with a 6th yellow star. She does have blue ISO on her, as you can see, but does not have the 7th star on her as of yet. But I think she's big enough to be a good comparison with my roster. And what I've tried to do here is I've tried to create a team that is similar to what a new player might bring in to Cosmic DD4. We don't have a 5th character for that reason. Some people ask me, well, why? How could I leave this space then if you don't have a 5th character? You would just go to Blitz or go to your squad tab, and then you can create a squad that has a blank in it, and then you could just use it here. The reason that I think Silver Surfer will be particularly good with her is because she does have a move on her special that does percentage-based damage and then redistributes the health to her Mystic allies, and Silver Surfer is a Mystic ally. We'll do another run with, let's say, another Infinity Watch member. We'll do this first attack with Silver Surfer. We'll do another attack with, let's say, whether it's Gamora, Phyla-Vell, or something like that here, just to show how it would be different if you had some Infinity Watch members and you weren't sharing that healing. But let's get right into it now. The goal here is really just, I don't want to update my DD4 infographic until I've had an opportunity to test the teams. And this is, if you are a newer player is considering, you just, unlock Deathpool, you're trying to consider whether to bring her, this is an opportunity for you to see how that character works, okay? One thing you can just see here is, there's definitely a really, definitely an important way in which the new stats on these characters makes a big difference. So, for example, now we have resist on Surfer, so he doesn't even need to. We don't even need to worry about Silver Surfer, let's say, being blind or something else. All right, now let's do this health redistribution move. I think, yeah, well, let's see. No, we want to do this one. No, she's blind, so I think we're going to have to, or wait. There you go. Yep, this is it. She'll transfer the blind, and then she steals. Very nice. And the Kestrel pings come as well. Very, very cool. It's nice that essentially on that special, she gets rid of debuffs. Okay, so now the question is, do we want to get rid of Blob or Emma? I'll get rid of Blob. That's easy. Then I will say my Kestrel 7 red stars. That helps for sure. All right. Wow. Also a 7 red star, Gamora. So your mileage may vary, so to speak. There's Deathpool. Not bad. Good damage. There we go. I really do think that one of the best features of Deathpool's kit is that out-of-turn damage where she comes in at the end. All right, so here, we've got the side. I do think clearing negative effects, healing the character is really a big deal. We're going to want to get the disrupt on Hulk. And then here, just in case we're blocked behind a taunt, we'll do that. All right, so now let's, not quite enough to one-shot her. Wow. There is so much power creep in this game right now. This node used to be very challenging. It is pretty insane, the power creep in this game right now. Unbelievable. I don't think that this 4-person team is good enough to auto in the way that, for example, Infinity Watch full team was able to, I could just put it on auto and it worked. But man, it's pretty awesome. Okay. So you can see here, Gamora. Her revive isn't nearly as good when she's not on the full team, so that's an issue. All right. Getting the death proof helps there. Pretty massive damage. Wow, right? Look at that. Out of turn damage, too. Very significant. All right, Gamora's down. Still, Deathpool is more than holding her own here, right? If anything, the problem is Gamora without having other members of Infinity Watch. I mean, she is putting up massive damage, and we haven't even used her ult to its fullest potential yet. I think one thing, though, you're seeing is, people are very excited about her ult, but it takes an awful long time to charge up. So what's really doing the work for her here, what's making the character so good, is her, her out-of-turn damage, her healing, and cleansing debuffs and all that. All right, let's take out Silver Surfer, because Silver Surfer is a character that is, really very expensive. Let's bring in Nebula with Gamora, and let's see if that helps her. I'll heal up Gamora here. We'll heal up the team, and let's see how they do with a little bit of a different setup. And you don't have the health redistribution to Silver Surfer, and we can see how much this team does. I think this team should be worse. I think that the team should be better with Silver Surfer, but Nebula does fantastic damage on her basic. In Dark Dimension, the percentage-based damage. So let's see. And they do have that synergy now with the assistants. So there's that. All right, now we're going to get those Kestrel pinks. I mean, that's so much of what's doing the work for me here. All right. Those new stats really help too. Whoa. All right, who do we want to erase here? I can erase Star-Lord because I thought we could, but I guess not. All right, not bad. There's no question that Gamora is better with Nebula, but you can see Nebula is pretty squishy. My Nebula is 5 red stars, 7 yellow. I will say that Star-Lord is trying to be pretty annoying with those blinds. They never actually land on the real character. When I use him, he never lands his blinds. Deathpool, to me, seems to me like she's the second best character here. I mean, Kestrel's better because of really the out-of-turn damage. But I think Deathpool's the second best character, which is really saying something. Yeah, really saying something. All right, we're still working on charging up that ultimate. Wow, huh? All right, we'll do one more wave here at the very least. Let's get rid of vision. At least got a couple of aids on. That might help keep Nebula alive. If only she was Mystic, she'd be getting some healing. Yeah. Nebula, very good in the full team, but not as good otherwise. You can see the downside there. Yeah, she's gonna, at least she gets that revive, but man. Wow, huh? Kestrel's doing a lot of the work here. But still, very impressive performance, in my opinion, by the Deathpool. I mean, she is a character. I mean, she is fantastic. And I think between Kestrel and Deathpool, you kind of have a lot of pings and stuff. Okay, so Nebula is officially down. All right, so here we finally got 4 chargers. We're still not charged up. All right. Well, you see the resistance there, just the stats are super high. But all the healing she gets, just absolutely insane. Now, we went through the first node, and we are through, almost 2 waves in the second node. And we still, have not used that ultimate ability to its full potential. I really think that it is a little bit overrated. In other words, that's what got the attention on her kit, but I don't think that it was. I don't think it's the most important piece there. Now, I could be using it now, obviously, but it seems like a waste to use it right at the end. I want to see how impactful it can be. All right, here we go. So we're doing this here. And then we'll use this to... All right, now we're going to just erase Falcon. Defense down. Okay, 13 million damage. Very impressive. Very impressive. And you can see Gamora does a lot of damage at 7 red stars, but even at 7 red stars, has a lot of trouble staying alive. I think that it's safe to say Deathpool, in my mind, is the number 2 character here and is closer to Kestrel than Gamora on this list. That's amazing. So if you are a new player, if you just got your free Deathpool, I think you could feel very good about bringing this character in. And in fact, what I would say is, I know that one of the things that I'll get in the comments is from people who don't watch to the end here that, well, their Deathpool is only 4 stars. Well, it still work, at 4 stars or 3 stars. And what I will just say is I can't test that for you, but what I can tell you is based on my experience, since I've used the other characters, it's important for me to have the characters tested at the same level as each other so that this way, if I'm testing Deathpool at 3 stars versus, let's say, another character at 7 stars, it's not fair. It's not a fair comparison. Whereas here, I can tell you that since Kestrel's working for people at, 3 stars, I don't see any reason why Deathpool couldn't too. That's the way I would look at it. In other words, I got plenty of players telling me that they're having no problems with low star Infinity Watch, low star Kestrel, and so forth. Okay, so Gamora's down. But here you go. Full last wave. And we're going to... Wow, huh? 10, because she does 10% health to all adjacents. It's a lot of enemies here. Okay. Wow. Trying to erase. Ooh. Oh, Deathpool finally died. Not as tanky as Kestrel. But I think it's safe to say, guys, that this has been a very successful test of the character. No question about it. No question about it. Great character. Great performance in DD4. Absolutely impressive performance by Deathpool. She's certainly making the list. She's certainly a high performer. She's worth bringing into DD4. Only 54 Mystic Uniques. I think she will definitely be on the next version of the infographic, which will be updated once I get a chance to test, for example, Shang-Chi and Cloak and Dagger at the very least. All right, guys, if you like this video, smash that like button. Subscribe to this channel. If you have comments, leave them below or go to my Discord. That's linked below as well. And also check out my Twitch stream. That is where the videos are made. That's linked below as well.